On March 24th, 1998, an Oregon woman dying of breast cancer went to her doctor and asked him to prescribe a drug that would end her life. The doctor agreed. Later that month, she took the medication, and with this action, she became the first U.S. citizen to legally die under the Death with Dignity case. This comes from an article, March 24th, 1998, First Death Under Physician Assistant Suicide Law, Dade Knows, Oregon. This came to be known as physician assisted suicide. That name gets a very bad taste in a lot of people's mouth because of Jack Kevorkian. A lot of people know him as Dr. Death. What he did and what this law, Death with Dignity, actually is two totally different things. He was actually administering the drugs. This law is different than that. And that is what I'm here to explain to you today. I want to go over with you three different things. I'm going to explain what physician assisted suicide is. I'm going to explain the Death with Dignity law, its safeguards and requirements. Then I'm going to go over with you why the law has not been passed in the other 48 states. And then I'm going to tell you what you can do to make a difference. Physician assisted suicide is where a doctor voluntarily gives the medicine to a patient that comes in and asks for it. It comes in and asks for the medication. They have to be terminally ill and have less than 6 months to live. The Death with Dignity law states that they have to be 18 years or older, a resident of Oregon or Washington. Those are the only two states legal as of right now. Oregon passed the law in late '97 and Washington passed it in early of 2008. To be capable of making and communicating healthcare decisions on your own, no one can coerce you whatsoever. Diagnosed with a terminal illness that will lead to death within 6 months. The next thing is they put safeguards in effect for the patients and the doctors. Those safeguards are, you have to ask for 2 verbal writings, or you have to go in and ask the doctor twice, separated by 15 days. Then you have to put in a written request with 2 witnesses that are not family members or have any ties to your estate with no monetary gain. You also you can also rescind any of the requests at any time with no punishment. And you must be able to take the medicine on your own and digest it. Now, with all those safeguards, and there are a lot more safeguards in place, you ask why wouldn't it be legal everywhere? Well, here's the problem, and this is my second point. There are churches and a lot of advocate groups that speak so much louder than the people that are for it. They believe that it is murder, it is suicide, it is just the worst sins in the world for you to take your own life. And RealClearReligion.com even believes that if we go this far and allow doctors to prescribe medicine for you to kill yourself, then the United States will go as far as euthanizing people like Jack Kevorkian. Well, that's not the case. These laws actually prevent that completely. In fact, as far as the suicide and murder goes, the law, Death with Dignity, according to publichealth.oregon.gov, Section 4 states, actions taken in accordance with the statute shall not, for any purpose, constitute suicide, assisted suicide, mercy killings, or homicide under the law. What this liability law states is that if you follow the directions down to a T on this law, you are not committing suicide, and the doctor is not committing homicide, because they are following the law, and man's law supersedes. So they have no standing on what they keep saying. And my third point, knowledge is power. If you know everything there is to know about this, then you can make the right informed decision for you and your loved ones. What I encourage every one of you guys to do is go to deathwithdignity.org and read the law verbatim and see what they're saying about the law, and then maybe you could make your own informed opinion, because when it really boils down to it, when you die, you're the only one that can make those decisions on your own. Now, I went over what is physician-assisted suicide. I explained the Death with Dignity law. I told you what the holdup is on making the law legal and what you can do to make a difference. I want to thank you for your time, and y'all have a great day.
Yeah, that was great.
I can't see him. Hold on.
Yep.
That was a lot better.
That was awesome.
Cut off almost.
They're not in order, but
Awesome. Great job, girl.
have you got them all yet?
Yep.
Did you get